What's happening, everybody? This is Temple with the Cave Cast. I got the crew with me tonight. It is NFL free agency blitz. That's what's going on now. We're not going to talk about every NFL free agent that got signed or who is signing. We're going to talk about the ones that I think are pretty important that may make a big difference to the teams that they're going to, respectively. If y'all don't know, we've got Dorian Roberts in the house tonight, and we got Big Mike, in the house tonight.
You know what?
Yeah, sugar drinker.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out, man. Now leave me and my tea alone, man.
Everybody's drinking on something tonight. I'm going to let y'all know right now I'm on that Monaco. I think Mike is on this. Don't be pointing down on my Monaco.
You want to talk about my tea and you drinking Monaco. That's crazy.
And I don't know. Dorian looked like he was just sipping on some dirt.
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't even know what that is.
Mama Wana.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Crazy.
So, how y'all been doing? Y'all doing good? I know it was kind of, this is something new for us. We've never done it when we're in all separate places.
Doing good. I'm doing good.
Straight.
All right, cool.
Straight.
So here's the deal. NFL free agency, it kicked off. Yesterday I think was a little bit more interesting. Today still, some good signings that have happened, but we're going to start off with the Chiefs because that's our team. That's who we root for. We're going to start off with the Chiefs. So Chiefs have signed free agent, or he wasn't even a free agent. They signed Chris Jones to terms, 5-year, $158.75 million. It is already been said it is $101 million guaranteed. After all is said and done, that's a lot of money. $101 million.
He's worth every penny.
Oh, trust me, I have no problem with the signing. I want him to stay.
Every penny. Yeah, he's worth every penny. It's crazy.
Definitely worth every penny.
Definitely. We also were able to keep Mike Pennell. We also got to keep Devin Bush. So both of those guys came back, which is good for the Chiefs. Winchester, he also came back. They were able to sign him. That's not everybody. It's just a couple of the guys that have said we're hoping to hear some kind of word on Sneed. That's the biggest thing for me besides what happened with Chris Jones. We're hoping to be able to find out what we're going to do with Sneed, if we're going to keep him, if we're going to trade him.
I ain't going to lie. I think that, man, I want to say they're going to end up trading him for real.
If he does get traded, who do y'all think he's going to wind up going to?
I've been hearing a lot of teams, they ain't trying to do nothing with the Chiefs because they ain't trying to help in no way. The Chiefs at all. No trades, no nothing. I guess, I don't know if y'all heard, but Deontay Jackson, or Deontay, what's that dude from the Steelers, the receiver?
Deontay Johnson.
Is it Johnson?
Yeah.
The Chiefs was actually asking about him, and the Steelers was like, they ain't trying to trade him to the Chiefs, so they ended up sending him to I forgot who he got traded to, but that was one of the reasons why. That was one of the reasons why they refused to work with the Chiefs. It was crazy.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I don't doubt that for 1 second. A lot of teams are not going to be wanting to work with the Chiefs. They're not going to. So
I wouldn't say that. I think it's more of it's coming out the same conference.
Oh, of course,
AFC.
You coming out the AFC?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I mean, as to the Panthers, but it's out there though.
I can see that. Like I said, I have no problem with it. I think that is, that's probably what a lot of teams in the AFC are going to do. They're not going to really deal with the Chiefs. So, and that's fine. I mean, everybody wants to win. Of course, that's what we're in the game for. Every team is in the game to win, right? So they're not going to try to help the Chiefs out in any way. With that being said, the next one that's on my list as far as, what was a good signing, a big signing. And I hate to say this because it goes to our rival. It was Christian Wilkinson signing with the Raiders.
Oh
For
yeah. Well, you know they was
they
trying to
wanted
get Jones.
yeah, they wanted
They wanted
Jones.
Jones.
This
Yeah.
was this was the next big
Clark Hunt
get.
was like, nah, that ain't happening.
Well, yeah, because Matabuke was not gonna. They were never gonna let Matabuke leave the
Oh
Ravens.
yeah. Not with the Ravens, yeah.
So Christian Wilkinson is the next big signing, and the Raiders did that. They gave him 110 million for that contract. I want to say it's a 4-year contract, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually a great signing for them. I really do. And you know
Yeah,
that Max
him with
Crosby,
what's his name? Yeah,
Max,
Max Crosby gonna
yeah.
be.
I think it's a good signing. I think they did the right thing. They went ahead and got the guy that was going to make a difference for them. So I hate it, but I think it's a great signing. So to me, I think whenever we start talking about who's going to have the highest grade, I think it's all about fit. I don't think it has anything to do with who's going to be the best player. Another one that's kind of surprising to me, I thought was a good one, and I thought it would hurt this team, but they turned around and made something out of it. Was Jonathan Greenard? He leaves Houston,
Mm-hmm.
to go from the Texans anyway. 4 years, 76 million, 42 million guaranteed to go to the fucking Vikings. That
That's a
and
big loss
it's a big loss for Houston,
for the Texans.
but they turned right back around and picked up Daniil Hunter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and they
Daniil,
still got Will Anderson too. So
yo, him and Will
I know he's a
Anderson.
linebacker.
Well, they use him in the 3-4.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Christian here picked up. I think they picked up Huff from.
the Eagles picked him up.
Oh yeah, they did. The Eagles did.
The Texans got some. They picked up some linebacker though.
They did. Like I said, I can't remember. I've got some of these written down as far as who went where, and I'm, trying to. That was my thing as far as what's the bigger signings, which the ones that are going to make the bigger, like the bigger splash for these teams. What's a bigger get? I thought Grignard leaving Houston was a big get for the Vikings, even though, I still think he's young enough. He's still younger than Danielle Hunter. Hunter signed for 2 years. I think it was 49 million for 2 years. So
Damn,
that
I didn't even see that one.
yeah.
2 years for 49 million.
Yeah, it's crazy. If I remember right, I've got it written down. Yeah, 2 years, $49 million. It's crazy. So we've got Jonathan Greenard, Justin Matabuke. Y'all know he wound up staying. He stayed with the Ravens. Yeah, they gave him that 4-year, $98 million. Good for you, young man. Get your money. Yeah.
What y'all think about one of the trades I like is the Steelers picking up Patrick Queen.
Man, I said that is probably one of the most untalked about trades that happened.
They got Russell too.
Yeah,
they got Russell.
Yeah,
they went and got Russell, and Russell had a good year last year. People making it seem like he was like complete trash. Like,
well,
he started.
He played.
He started off like mid, but like as the season went along, he had a great season.
Yeah, I think for me the best part was, them being able to keep these guys, that especially guys that have teams, they're able to keep these guys and keep them at home. Some of these guys being able to stay, like Matabuke being able to stay, Jones being able to stay. I would love it if Sneed is able to stay there. That would be, perfect for me. So, Kirk Cousins, I still don't understand how this man is getting paid the way he's getting paid.
Hey, now that is crazy.
That to me,
that man, his agent is a G.
You ain't lying.
Man, he better be paying his agent some dough because there's no way.
He
coming off an ACL too?
Yes, and this right here, this means this man for his lifetime of his contract, $400 million, and has only had one playoff win. One. Uno
hey,
fucking win.
Cam Newton was just saying, he was like, damn, they could have signed me. He
Hey,
got more playoff wins.
ain't
Yeah, he
nobody.
do.
Yeah, he
I'm
do, but
just saying, like,
He got to go ahead. Hey, he got to go ahead and leave himself out the equation.
nah. I
man,
mean, I feel you.
yeah, that's not. That's
I
it's.
mean, if you think about what they, I mean, I don't know, man. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Cause
All
I
I
feel
can
like
tell.
he run into the same type of situation that he was with in Minnesota. To me, in my eyes,
I
you
think they
got.
have more weapons though.
I mean, does
He
he?
does.
He got.
They do have more weapons.
He. Hey,
Yeah, you got
he's
Kyle.
got. He got Pitts. He got Bijan Robinson. Uh,
You got
they.
Algier. You got
You
Drake.
got Drake London, and
Yep.
you know they're gonna draft somebody too. They gonna
Yeah.
draft somebody.
Yeah. So like I said, one
Tell you,
playoff win, 400 million for the lifetime of his career so far, and I mean, to me, I look at what the Chiefs did and what they gave Patrick, and I'm thinking, shit, we got a steal out of this deal with Patrick because he done won 3 Super Bowls now,
And they
and
just gonna keep extending Patrick too.
oh
So
yeah. Uh, Next on my list is the Saquon Barkley deal to the Eagles for 3 years, 37.8 million. Now I'm going to tell you right now.
they ain't
I
gonna do
like I
nothing.
like Saquon, but he is so injury prone.
He's been fairly healthy the past couple of years though.
but you
Eh,
got to think. He also didn't have an old line in New York too.
that's
That
true,
is
and
true.
that's the
But
one.
losing Kelsey is huge though.
It is huge because they don't have that guy in the middle now who's experienced at that position as much as Kelsey is. They won't have that. Uh, but Saquon Barkley, he's a good get. I thought that they should have kept DeAndre Swift. I'm be honest with you. He's younger.
If you're gonna pay that money, you could have kept him and paid less.
Yeah. Uh, Josh
Yeah,
Jacobs to the Packers.
That's a good one.
that's a solid.
That's a
40,
solid one.
4 years for 48 million.
He's gonna feast over there.
And
Yeah.
the Packers really. I think
The
they grabbed.
Packers is kind of slept on. They got a nice little young core over there.
Now they
Yeah,
lost Darnell Savage also because that goes to my next one.
but
Mm-hmm.
they got
Xavier
McKinney.
Xavier McKinney.
Yeah,
He's also
it
going to
did.
the Packers. 68 million for 4 years. I think that's a good get. I think he's the top 3 safety in the league. That's just me. Uh, then, as we were talking, Patrick Queen, most untalked about. I think the most slept on free
Left on
agency
line.
get, huh?
And guess who got him? Y'all let Mike Tomlin go get this man. The
Hey,
Ravens gave him. Like, how y'all give him to the Steelers?
exactly, and that's your
That's what
rival.
I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Wait a minute. What line did they pick up a linebacker or no? The Ravens.
They did, but it's not anybody that is rivaling to me of what Patrick Queen did.
They're probably gonna be trying to look in the draft.
Yeah, Patrick Queen. It's a 3 year deal worth 41 million. 3 year deal worth 41 million. I mean, hey, Patrick Queen is nice.
Hey,
He
hold
is
on.
real nice.
We gotta talk about this. How did Willie Gay go to the Saints for only $5 million?
I'm gonna tell
One.
you. I'm gonna tell you right now. It was a 1 year deal, and I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's this is just my thoughts, but I think he was ready to get out of Kansas City.
I think that's what it was too, because
I
I think the
think
Chiefs would have signed him for $5 million
I think he was ready to get out of Kansas City. I think he wanted to be closer to home.
to home. Yeah, down south. Exactly.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. Because other
Uh,
than that, it don't make sense.
because that's why they made Tranquil a priority to get him signed first.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. And I like Willie Gay. Leo Chenal is up next.
Oh, Leo Chenal's coming.
I'm trying to. Leo Chenal is going to listen because I think he's a better athlete than Willie Gay. Like
I do too.
just pound for
Overall,
pound, he's an
overall,
overall better athlete. And
uh,
that dude has a Willie Gay got a motor, but Leo Chenal got a crazy motor.
it's very, and he is an athletic freak.
Man, I'm telling you that he gonna be a top. I think he's gonna have a big year next year. For real.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it was because he was ready to go. I think he was ready to go down closer to home. So that's not surprising to me. I said the same thing when I seen it. I was like,
Yeah,
one year,
I was
$5 million?
shocked because I was like, I thought he'd get at least like a little, like close to 10, maybe. You
Yeah,
know, like
I
It's
I
for
would
a
have.
I was
year.
shocked.
I can't believe he went to the Saints out of everybody.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I thought the Ravens would look at him for real.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought if anybody was gonna look at him, it was gonna be the Tennessee Titans. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tennessee
So
Titans ain't bad over there either.
yeah, so
Hold on. No, they signed Calvin Ridley to a $92 million deal for 4
man,
years.
I
Tony Rover,
listen. How?
but the
I
Ravens
don't know, man.
did pick up Henry too, though. So
Yeah, the Ravens did, but what I'm thinking is, look, you
I ain't worried. I'm not worried about that. We didn't stop Henry. We didn't stop that train before. I'm not worried about that.
not with
Calvin.
that, not with that Ravens O line.
That
Yeah,
Ravens
that's
O-line is not that. They not that great.
all right. Speaking of that,
They were ball last year, man. They was running the ball this last year.
speaking of
They say that
that,
every year. They say that every year about the Chiefs, like running the ball. They never. They always lose.
well,
I ain't worried about it.
the Ravens did get rid of an offensive tackle. This,
And right now, we got to worry about our division.
yeah, true. But the Ravens did. Speaking of that, they did get rid of an offensive tackle, Morgan Moses, to the Jets.
Yes.
They're also going to get a 2024 fourth round pick out of this situation for that. They traded him to the Jets. The Jets are going to get a 2024 fourth round pick. Ravens are going to get a fourth and a sixth round pick out of the deal. Joe Mixon, former Bengal, going to the Texans. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Texans are
the Texans.
they're
And they
making
got
some
draft picks
moves.
too.
Yeah, they are
They got
making
some
some
draft picks,
moves. Yeah, so they're
That's
making
the team
some
to
moves.
watch out for right there.
Yeah, I think that is the team that everybody's going to have to watch out for because they also went and got Aziz Al-Shahir from the 49ers.
Oh, yep. That's who they got.
Yeah.
I was thinking. Who was I thinking? I was thinking of the Eagles, but it was Texans.
Yeah, so they also got him defensive tackle Malik Collins to the 49ers from Houston. They got a seventh round pick out of that deal. We also got the 49ers who are signing because they lost Aziz. They signed Eric Kendricks to a 1 year deal out of Minnesota. We also have Gabe Davis, wide receiver from Buffalo, to Jacksonville for $39 million. I still can't believe they gave him that much.
I can't believe they overpaid him, bro. There's no way.
Well,
he's basically he's a slightly better MVS.
That's he said he's a slightly better.
Slightly
Look at
better. Yes.
Dorian's face.
That's what he is. That's what he is, bro. He can't run no other route except a go route.
Got to understand what team he was on, though.
Man, listen.
I mean,
he ain't gonna do nothing. There.
I don't know what the Jaguars are doing anyway.
They did the same thing to Kirk when they signed Kirk to that contract.
Yep.
They overpaid him.
Yeah,
They went and picked up Mac Jones too. I don't even know why the hell they
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know what they doing.
I can say this: Jacksonville. I don't know if they even understand what the fuck they doing right now. Now that it could come and surprise everybody, right? They could have the secret formula. We don't know, but right now, yeah, right now, as it seems, they're doing some things I didn't think they were going to.
They got pieces too. They got pieces. Like you got your quarterback,
you got your tight end,
good running back,
you got a good
your tight end, you got a decent defense. You got I don't know. Some of the things they do is just weird.
But shit, they gave up Brian. The Panthers did. Brian
Burns.
Oh, you talking about what did he go to the 49ers or not the 49ers? The Giants.
Yeah. The Giants.
And that defensive line finna be crazy.
Yeah, their defensive front four with Thibodeau there too.
Man, listen.
Yeah, them two speedy motherfuckers on. Hey, they gonna be a problem.
And Dexter Lawrence too.
Oh yeah. Bills signed Mac Hollins from the Falcons for a 1 year deal for $3 million. So, I mean, it's not a great signing, but I mean they lost.
It's a depth signing.
Yeah, they lost Gabe Davis, so that was what they needed to do. Bucks signed safety Jordan Whitehead, 2-year deal for $9 million.
Damn,
I don't
Whitehead
know.
left
Yeah,
the Jets.
he left the Jets and going to the Buccaneers.
That's pretty.
I thought it was a great pickup for them. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw.
it's not bad.
Tyler, I can never say this guy's name. The center from the Cowboys, Badaji, whatever you want to call him, he's going to the Commanders. Also, we already talked about it. Derrick Henry to the Ravens, 16 million, 2 years, 9 million guaranteed.
Hey, you forgot what is it? Allegretti?
Nick
He went to
Allegretti.
the Washington. He went to the Commanders too.
So they're trying to build an offensive line there, and
Yeah.
I can see why, especially if they're at pick number 2. That
Yep.
gives them a chance to go get a quarterback, and now they've got protection for him.
Whoa! They're pick number 2.
Yeah, because it's Chicago, Washington, and then the Patriots. Top 3.
Why did I thought it was Patriots that was number 2?
Nope. Washington is number 2.
Yeah, they definitely gonna get a quarterback.
Yeah. We also have Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt, former Dolphin, signing with the Panthers for $100 million for 5 years. So, yeah, he got
paid. Hey,
Robert Hunt,
Robert Hunt.
offensive lineman, going to the Panthers.
Noah Jackson went over to the Rams.
Yeah,
Jonah Jackson.
Yeah, Jonah Jackson. So, with that being said, like I said, we wanted to make sure that the teams that I thought that made some pretty impactful free agency moves. I mean, there's more. We haven't. It's not even over yet, so we still don't know where. Or at least I haven't heard as of yet where Marquise Hollywood Brown is going. That by the time everybody sees this, he may have already signed somewhere.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I wouldn't mind him, but I want Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel, I think is just he doesn't really have an injury history like Hollywood Brown does, like recently.
Dorian, who you
I
getting ready to say?
I think he's a better receiver overall.
Dorian, we are not getting Mike Edwards.
Mike Evans is done.
Oh yeah, we're not getting Mike Evans.
Signed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but
we're not getting.
Do you know how many? Do you know how many shows we've already had Mike Evans pop up on?
We're not getting Odell either.
And I'm on to somebody else now.
And I know he get. You know who the next person is gonna be?
He
getting ready to say Odell. Fucking Odell Beckham.
Beach is not doing it. He's not doing it.
Went to the same school as Odell, Justin Jefferson. He getting up out of he getting up out of Minnesota.
He's
man.
not. The Vikings. Hey, is it true that he turned down a $30 million extension or whatever?
I've heard that, but I don't know if that's true. I've heard it.
If that's true,
come on, Justin, come on.
Come on.
We can't pay that man.
Hey, come on a 1-year deal for the time being.
Hey, he gonna do something. Hey, it's another thing.
You want to win.
Chase Young's still out of free agency too.
Who?
Chase Young.
Hey, I wouldn't mind him on a little decent deal. I wouldn't mind him because he's still young.
But I like us keeping Deion Bush. I like us keeping Irv. I like us picking up Irv Smith Jr. I think that's a great guy to compliment Kelsey. I like him.
I like that pick.
Oh, I like Irv Smith too. Yeah, it's a nice little complimentary piece.
Yeah,
especially with him and Gay. Yeah, I think
he's real sneaky athletic.
Yeah,
more athletic. Gray, Gray, right?
It's Noah Gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
He Blake Bell too. Even though Blake, you my dog, but hey,
I don't think he's coming back.
I'll take Irv. That's pretty solid.
I think that 3 right there. You got Kelsey, Gray, and then you got Irv. I think that's solid right there.
It is. It's a solid get. Some other not as notable signings is going to be I don't know why I didn't say it, but to me it is still notable. DeAndre Swift goes to Chicago for a $24 million deal.
Blake, Chicago loading up.
Yeah, they are.
But Mooney go somewhere? Where did Darnell Mooney go?
He went
went
to
to,
the Falcons. Darnell Mooney
Yeah,
went
he
to the
went to the
Falcons. So, and they're trying to load
So I
up
said
too,
the
it
Falcons
seems.
got pieces.
Another one is Blake Cashman, linebacker from the Texans. He's going to the Vikings as well on a 3-year, $25.5 million deal. We also have Andrew Van Ginkel, who is leaving the Vikings, who had a very good year this year, and he's going to the Vikings as well. He left the Dolphins, excuse me. So he left the Dolphins, is going to the Vikings. So that's another good pickup for the Vikings on that defensive line. I know they lost Danielle Hunter, but they're picking up these two more guys on that defensive line, plus Jonathan Grenard. They're gonna reload that defense again. Tony Pollard is going from Dallas to Tennessee for 29 or 24 million, excuse me.
Hey, the Eagles re-signed Jake Elliott for a $25 million deal.
Wow,
Crazy. The kicker.
yeah, that's a lot.
Bucker about to get paid.
They also went back to grab Jay Gardner.
Yeah, I heard that.
Who did?
Eagles. They picked up CJ again.
They picked him back up.
I didn't know that.
But who did they picked somebody at the linebacker spot, man?
I'm gonna have to look it up again. I like I said, when I was going through all these, I was just noting the ones I thought as the things that are going to be the most impactful as far as free agency goes, and who got paid what. Baker Mayfield is staying in Tampa Bay. They gave him $110 million.
They gave him that bag.
They did.
He proved himself.
He did.
Yeah, he got him to the playoffs.
Got him to the playoffs. Russell Wilson, I think this is funny, but Russell Wilson, we did talk about it a little bit. He signed for a vet minimum of $1.8 million. So he's going to play under the vet minimum for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But what's funny about that is Denver's got to still pay him 37 point something million.
And then hold on, let's talk about it. What is wrong with Denver, bro? They gave up Russell Wilson, and then you trade Jerry Jeudy to the Browns.
That I did not understand.
Why would you do that? Because Jerry Jeudy wasn't the problem.
He doesn't want to be there.
I think that has a lot to do with
this
it.
Is the last year. I think this is the last year on his contract, on his rookie contract too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that may have something to do with it. But with that being said, one of the teams that didn't do jack shit, Dallas Cowboys. What are y'all doing? What I just don't get Jerry Jones. You might be the worst owner in the league right now. It's time to
let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this about Jerry. Hey, Jerry, I've been watching stuff on Twitter. You stay away from that running back that I want my Chiefs to grab, bro. I'm not playing. I'm so serious. You stay away from him. He coming home, bro.
Look, with everything,
that's so weird.
With everything that's going on right now, maybe that's what they're trying to do is gear up for the draft. They paid Dak all that money. Their Parsons is going to be coming up soon.
He's coming to the Chiefs.
No, he's not. I would love it, but no, I don't think that's
man,
gonna
could you imagine him and Chris Jones? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But with that being said, I just don't understand what their thought process is right now. I really don't. Because to me, you needed to make some kind of move, right? You got all this, we them boys, it's our year again. Every year it's the same shit. Every year. And they don't do jack shit. And I hate saying that about the Cowboys because a lot of my friends, they're Cowboy fans and they love the Cowboys, but it's like watching your best friend be heartbroken behind a woman every damn year.
I love it.
Hey man, I do want to see the Cowboys get over the hump, man.
I would like to see them get over the hump, but do I want them to win? No, because look,
I agree. I'd rather them get over the hump than the Bengals and the damn Bills.
Yeah.
I don't like neither one of them.
I don't think you got anything to worry about with the Bills for a while. I really don't.
The Bills cleaning house. I ain't worried about the Bengals either, to be honest with you.
I don't think.
Stephon Diggs is not even as demanding to trade, huh?
No, I don't think so.
I don't
Is
think
he
so.
up for free agency?
Nah,
What?
he's still got a couple years left on that contract.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I want to hop from free agency because there is going to still be some more signings that are going to happen. We already know that.
Justin Jefferson.
God,
Man,
don't.
come on,
Hey,
man.
look. Hold on, Mike. Dorian, listen. We are not going to do this again. Last time it was Mike Evans, and I swear to God, every time.
Mike Evans, man, he fucked up. You fucked up.
I told you
He
it wasn't
wanted that
no.
money.
He wanted
He
the
wanted his
bag.
bag, bro.
Take that money then.
I told
Hey,
you it wasn't
Justin
gonna
Jefferson
happen.
gonna want. Hey, Justin
And
Jefferson
get
gonna
whooped
want
like
like
your
32
daddy.
million a
Get whooped
year.
like your daddy used to. Get whooped like your daddy used to. Huh? Yeah, that's what he should have. Yeah, take that money and get whooped like your daddy used to. Yeah.
Hey, hey, it's okay to take a beating if you're getting paid for it, right?
Yeah.
So I
Shit.
guess, I mean, we're gonna see, but like I said, there's gonna be plenty of other signs. We're still wondering where Marquise Hollywood Brown is gonna go. Everybody
Curtis
thinks
Samuel.
Curtis Samuel's another one. A lot of people think it's gonna be, the Chiefs. I don't know if that's necessarily gonna happen.
I think he's gonna want too much.
I think he's gonna
T.
want.
Higgins. What are y'all?
He's gonna
why are y'all
want-
thinking so
Hey,
small?
look.
Why are y'all
He
thinking
got
so small?
tagged.
Dorian,
They're not giving him up.
No.
T.
Dorian makes a good point because he's already said they already franchise tagged him, right? But he's already said, I don't want to be here if you're not going to pay me. He said they have not come back to the table to renegotiate. He wants to be out of there.
They ain't gonna give him to the Chiefs.
You never know what they're going to do.
Look at how the trade's been going. This is how it goes. Players in certain conferences, they always go to the same conference or division for the simple fact. If you look at everything that's been going on,
Patrick Queen just went to the Steelers.
But that's because
Exactly.
they dumb. That's why.
Derrick Henry just went to the Ravens.
Hey, I've been seeing Ravens fans just, oh my God, we finna have the craziest running. Y'all had the number one wrestler in the league last year, so
Yeah.
Saquon just went to the Eagles.
Yeah.
they ain't finna do nothing.
Gus Edwards, he left. I think he went to the Chargers. And, to me, it's not even about.
Singletary went to the Giants.
True. Singletary did go to the Giants. To me, it's not even about, necessarily how much they got. It's about, okay, what team are you going to and are you going to win? Are you going to win? Because a lot of guys, let's be honest, a lot of these guys are not going to win. They're just going because of where the bag is at, right? Whoever's willing to pay them the most money, right? So we'll see what. Well, true, but we'll see because like Calvin Ridley, do y'all really think Calvin Ridley was worth $92 million?
No. He's
I
about
don't.
to be 30, bro. For a 4-year deal?
They gave.
I'm glad the Chiefs stayed away from that.
And Mike Williams got released as well.
Oh no shit.
Now, hey, he did get released. And I will say this: if he was willing to come on like a cool little deal, like a little 1-year deal, kind of like how we did with Juju, I would do it. A 1-year deal for cheap, I definitely would.
Justin Jefferson.
Bro, we're not getting Justin Jefferson.
We getting somebody big this
Here we
year.
go again.
Yeah, in the draft.
I mean, I would like for that to happen because it would show me, okay, they're going all in for the three-peat, but with the history the Chiefs have, it does not pan out to be, as far as, they're going to pay a wide receiver big time money.
They can't afford it.
What's that meme that dude be doing all the time?
Oh, they can't afford it anyway. He gonna want like 30 million plus.
Is your head itching? You keep scratching your side of your temple.
I'm done.
I mean, look,
No.
I would love it. I really would. I would love it, but I don't.
If that happened, the whole league would be
Shit.
just shitty.
Hey, everybody would turn around and try to file charges against the Chief for some kind of tampering and shit like that.
Yeah, they would say the league is cheating and
Look.
all kind of, or the Chiefs are cheating. They be saying all kind of stuff. Could you imagine him with Mahomes? Oh my god, Mahomes might throw 50 almost 5,600 yards. You never know.
Listen, What do you? Did you just pour that whole bottle out?
Hey,
What is in that?
man.
What is in that?
It's fermented, man. You know, it's like a wine. It's like a rum wine.
That
ain't no good.
I look. I don't know. I bought some shit this weekend. It's pretty tasty. I liked it. So it's some New York apple flavored whiskeys. Pretty tasty. Look, Dorian's nose went. But
no, it's all good.
well, now that we've gone through a little bit of the free agency, like I said, we still got guys that are out there. We haven't heard anything as of yet. By the time this gets aired, there might be some traction or some news on where Marquise has gone and where a couple other guys have gone. What we want to do now is we want to go into draft. I'm waiting for the draft. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are like, no, I want to hear about more free agents. That's fine. We'll do another show when it comes to free agency. But right now, I got one question and one question only. And everybody out there, before we get into those questions, I would like everybody, if this is your first time coming to the channel, we would like for you to hit that like and subscribe button. Let us know if you enjoy our content. Everybody's always saying, I can't find your show on YouTube. And I keep telling them the same thing. Do you not have the Cave Cast typed in already? Do I have to come and find your phone and put it in there for you? Do you want me to hit the subscribe button for you? I'll do that for you. Man. They slacking.
Tell them it's the Cave.
I told them that.
We just gonna keep getting better, man.
That's all we can. All we can do is keep getting better. But we want to hear from all of the people, especially our subscribers. If you've got questions, you want to know about your team, because not everybody's a fan of the Chiefs. We know that, right? Not everybody wants to be a fan of a winner.
Man, they want to be haters instead.
But if you got a question about your team, if you're a Cowboys fan, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, if you want to hear our take on what we think is going on or what we think is a good move or what we think the season is going to, be like or who they're going to draft, we want to answer that question. Let us know. So, with that being said, like I said, hit that like and subscribe button. We're probably going to do a poll here pretty soon on the community page, and we want to ask some questions, something that's going on right now, and see where everybody's head's at about, how do they think their team did during free agency? What kind of grade would you give your team? I think that the Chiefs right now, they did exactly what they needed to do. I'm going to give them an A right now because they needed to sign Chris Jones. Me too. They needed to sign Chris Jones, and on top of that, they kept Sneed as a franchise tag. So even if
Pennell too,
we did sign Pennell, and I loved it. I think Mike Pennell was worth that signing. Mike Pennell was well worth that signing.
Drew Tranquil too.
So, like I said, no matter what it is, we want to hear from our subscribers. We want to hear from people that like to listen to us, like to see our show. We want to be able to answer those questions for you. Now, with that being said, like I said, I have one question. I want to hear what everybody has to say. I know who I'm thinking, when it comes to this, but I'm going to go last. So, I want to know, who do you think the Chiefs take? What is your personal guess? Who do the Chiefs take with the number 1 pick at number 32 in this year's 2024 NFL draft? Mike, I'm going with you first.
Okay, so I got two options because there's two needs that we need. We either need a receiver or we need offensive line.
Okay.
More likely tackle, right?
Yeah.
So I got two. Now one might be a surprise for most people. So I'm with the offensive or the tackle, I'm gonna say, and this is hey, listen, I don't think it'll happen because I think he'll be gone before the top 10.
Okay.
But if there's a way we can get Joe Alt, that man, listen, I'm just saying, if there's a way we can get him, because here's the thing, they're saying the receiver class is so loaded, and the reason why the receiver market in free agency is not booming like it usually does is because everybody's planning on the draft.
That's true.
And like every team is.
That's
So
true.
there's gonna be a lot of receivers that get drafted that shouldn't be drafted in the first round. Like I'm feeling like that's gonna happen. So a lot of players is gonna fall.
Okay.
So
you're saying
I'm just saying
Alt.
Joe Alt.
Okay.
If there's a
that's your number one pick?
I'm just saying I have two. That's just if we go on the offensive side or on the offensive line side. Now in terms of a receiver, look, this is gonna be a surprise. But Lad McConkey from Georgia. God.
You've been talking about this dude.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, that dude.
Do you think he's a first? Do you think he's a first round pick at 32, or you think we can get him later in the second round?
I don't think he lasts past the second round.
Into the second round.
I think he'll be gone. I think he'll be gone by like 40 at minimum.
Boom.
So Lad McConkey from Georgia. That dude, I'm telling you. You know who he remind me of?
He's nice.
You know who he remind me of? He reminds me of Antonio Brown. And I'm not saying he'll turn out like that, but just like his style of play, his body.
I was gonna say, I hope he don't run off the field with his jersey off and shit.
No, not like that.
Fuck y'all. Out of Georgia.
Georgia. He white boy. Hey, he is. Look at his film. I'm telling you,
he's nice.
Sleeper. I'm telling you.
So you think we're gonna go with Alt
and
number one?
He runs a 4.39.
Yeah.
So he got speed too.
Are you thinking we take him number one at 32, or you thinking that we're going to take Alt at 32?
If they have the chance to get Alt, if they can do it, I think they go with Alt.
Okay.
That's just me because they don't have a left tackle.
Unless they go with
Wanye, unless they decide to stay with Wanye, but other than that, they don't have a tackle. They don't have a left tackle.
I think because how deep the wide receiver class is this year, I actually think that you might be right if they could go with an offensive tackle at number one.
And they might not be all, but I'm just saying if they can get one, like one of the top ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
All right, Dorian, you up. Their number one pick. Who are you thinking the Chiefs are going to take with the number one pick this year?
Crazy. If I'm thinking about it, I think we're going for the guy that ran the 4.2.
I can't be mad at that.
Xavier, what? You think he lasts to 32?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dad. I don't think he's gonna last. I think he's gonna last past the first round.
You said what?
I think he's gonna last past the first round.
I think it's so many other positions needed in this draft that, like I said, it's too many receivers. We're gonna pick up somebody that's pretty nice. I could see Xavier, even though I like the other receiver from Texas over Xavier, but I can't think of
Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah. I like Adonai Mitchell. I like Adonai Mitchell a little bit better. I think he's a little bit more physical. And to me, I think,
he's bigger.
Yeah.
He's almost 6'4", still runs a 4.3.
And I necessarily don't know any just great. I mean, I know Michael Hall of Ohio State, but if I'm thinking of offensive needs right now.
Yeah. That's where they're hurting at the most is offense.
Mike could go get Bowers. I don't feel like. I mean, if I'm thinking in the draft, who's willing to go pick up a tight end right now? I don't see anybody.
Not in the first round.
Seeing any team that.
Oh, we lost you.
You cut out there for a second.
We might be able to slip up and get Bowers or even Johnson from Penn State. Okay. I'll take him too.
I think we can get
that tight end from Penn State. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, Theo Johnson. Mm. All right, I'm gonna tell you this is now if we're going by what my pick is as far as what my dream pick would be, as far as who I would like to get. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I would love to get.
What if we doing dream picks? I should have did a dream pick.
Well, hey, you can pick that too, but I'm just.
I would have picked Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah.
Well, we know that's not just a dream. That's a fantasy. That's not happening.
Exactly.
Okay.
Replacement of Sneed. Let me get Kool-Aid. Let me get Kool-Aid out of here. Man.
Hey, I like him too, though. That
I do.
He nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He nice.
If I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna say the guy I would like to have because of where we're picking at 32. I would like to have Xavier Worthy. I just don't know if he's going to last to the 32nd pick, right, in the first round. So if that's the, you think so?
I think he'll be in the second round.
I mean, definitely he has a 4.42 the speed, but I think it's if somebody picks him up early and they leave another receiver on there that I think is more worthy of him on the board. All right.
Let me find out. We can get Romo.
Go ahead, Tip.
Hold on. Because
okay.
The reason I'm saying this is because I think there's going to be 7 to 10 wide receivers taken in the first round. I think that's really going to happen.
But who?
I mean, right now we don't know for sure because Chicago hasn't said what they're going to do. They haven't said if they're going to keep that number 1 pick because they got 1 and 9, right? So nobody said anything about what they're going to do.
But ain't nobody trying to take Fields. That's the problem.
That's number 1. So we don't know what they're going to do. So with that being said, if they decide to keep that number 1 pick and shop Fields, okay, that could pan out. They could wind up getting rid of him for a 4th round pick. Who knows what's going to happen? What I'm saying is I think there's going to be a lot of wide receivers that are going to go in the first round because there's so much talent there, right? I ain't saying which teams are going to do because there's going to be teams that are going to have multiple picks this year, okay, in the first round.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to pick one and I'm saying, okay, at 32, this is who I think is going to still be on the board, I'm going to say it. I say Xavier Legette. Out of South Carolina.
I was just getting ready to mention him because there's not a lot of people talking about him.
Nope.
But that that dude is, and I think he'll go like 2nd or 3rd.
That's why I said I think if we could get him at 32, I think we take the chance and get him because we don't pick again.
Yeah, that dude.
Until I gotta remember the round with a number in 2nd round, but Xavier Legette is a good wide receiver.
He's like 50. I think it's like 54.
Yeah,
something like that.
He's a good wide receiver. And to be honest with you, I mean, you could pick any one of those guys like A.D. Mitchell, Xavier Worthy, even Keon Coleman. I think did not do himself any favors with his 40 time.
He's gonna fall. Yeah,
he's gonna fall. If we don't get Xavier Legette, I think we do try to get Keon Coleman.
I think that's what I'm saying. There's so many options. You could go with Legette. You could go with Worthy. Like I said, you could go with McConkley. You could go with Mitchell. I mean, there's so many options, man.
There's gonna be a lot, and there's a lot of guys that they're not getting 1st round grades. They're gonna be 2nd round.
And another one too that really ain't nobody like really mentioning, Brendan Rice from USC.
Yeah.
That's another one.
He's another one
he'll last to like at least the 3rd or 4th round. So
more than likely, more than likely.
I think we definitely going for a receiver.
We at least get one. Yeah, we at least get one.
Well, for a receiver, I think Sneed. I think Sneed will open up some stuff too, though.
It could.
I get more than 1 pick. We might.
I was just saying, what if we get 2?
You could. You could.
And what if we don't get nobody in free agency and get 2 receivers in the draft?
You could, and that could happen. That could happen. Dorian's like, nah, we got to get.
You don't like that?
No, he's trying to get up Justin Jefferson. He like the guy that just don't give up. He did the same shit with Mike Evans.
I was only saying that because
it's free agent receivers on the board. Like I'll take a draft I'll take a Curtis Samuel or a
Oh, me
Marquise
too.
or a Hollywood Brown or even, I mean, you still got T. Higgins out there too.
Well,
Man, T. Higgins messed around. Oh, and
I
then you
can
still got
see the.
Tyler Boyd, Mike Williams out
that's
there.
right.
No,
I
they're
did
not.
forget Tyler Boyd is out there. He's a free agent too.
I don't think Beach is doing it.
Mike Williams.
Beach wants to stay
Mike
young.
Williams.
He's not gonna do an MVS again. I'm telling y'all.
Mike
That
Williams.
MVS experience, he's not going to do it.
I mean, but he won 2 Super Bowls with MVS.
He did.
Hold on, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. That's not the point. That's not the point I'm making, though. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Yes, we know.
Severely overpaid.
He won 2 Super Bowls, so they paid. They got their money worth.
Shut up.
They got worth.
I'm just saying, I just don't see it. I think, and I'm not saying they're gonna do this. I'm just saying it's an option to where you're not spending very much money at receiver at all if you decide to spend that money elsewhere and then just go with receiver in the draft. I'm just saying.
I can see it that way, but
And then picking one up in the draft. But if we get rid of Sneed, we definitely got to go look for something. And we already got.
Oh yeah.
We're not going to look for nothing in the interior D line. I feel like our offensive line is pretty solid.
And that's another thing y'all got to remember though, because I don't think Trey Smith's going to be there next year. He is going to get paid next year, and I don't think the Chiefs is going. I don't see it. He about to get a bag.
They're gonna pay Creed before they pay Smith.
Oh yeah, I think Creed is gonna be long term. I don't think Creed is going anywhere, but like they could even move off of Tony or Tooney next year.
Yeah, well, that's the end of his contract next year.
Yeah, he has 2 years, so he got this year and then he got 1 more year left.
Yeah, so to me, I like the guy. If you were talking about offensive lineman, I think there's a guy who can go in the 3rd round of the Chiefs, and that's the kid from Washington, Troy Fautanu.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
I like him. I think he's way better than Wanye Morris. He's a way better passing blocker. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So,
I think Wanya's a great run blocker, but his passing it needs some work.
Yeah. So we got all these things that are still yet to happen, and it's nice to be able to look at this and say, okay, hey, look, this is what I think or whatever. But eventually, we all know it comes down to Brett Veach and Andy Reid and the coaching staff as far as what they want to bring in and who they think is the best fit for them, right? We've all seen the Chiefs do what nobody thought they were going to be able to do this year. And when they were counted out for dead,
I knew.
So did I. I kept trying to tell Dad all year. I'm like, wait a minute.
We told you this whole time.
As long as we get in them damn playoffs, Dad was like, oh, we might not make
it. Was
playoffs.
I was worried. I'm gonna tell you why. And everybody that doesn't,
I wasn't.
I said our receivers gonna get it together.
Hey,
I don't know why you're making that face.
Listen, I'm just telling you right. I'm just telling you right now. There was nobody. I didn't say that they couldn't. I thought that if they got into the playoffs, anything could happen. That's how I look at it.
But that's all they had to do was just get in the playoffs.
The problem I had was MVS was killing us, and so was Tony. Now, you know what really sparked it for us, though, is once Tony got out of the starting lineup and they quit trying to use him.
I don't even think it's just that, though. I think I agree, but I think it's that I think what the problem was, they were trying to get too many people involved at once.
True.
And it was throwing everybody off.
True.
Because nobody could get in rhythm. And I include Tony in that, too, because Tony would be available, and then they wouldn't start using them until, like, the 3rd or 4th quarter.
Yeah,
but you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's too many people trying to get involved.
We were trying to we didn't stick to our bread and butter. Get the ball out of Pat Mahomes' hands fast.
Yeah,
we were trying to too many long plays develop, long routes develop. We don't have that. We need to get the ball out quick, stick to our bread and butter, and hey, let's go.
I think you're right.
I also think. No, go ahead, Dad. Go ahead.
I said I think you're right, but I also think that them going to more 12 and 13 personnel really is what helped them.
That
because
too.
now they are able to run the ball effectively, and keep defenses off balance. And that is, to me, the biggest telltale sign of what changed the season for them. Because they did not look good. When they lost that game to the Raiders at
Yeah, that
home,
was a bad loss.
man,
But you know what else?
my heart hurt for that shit. I was like, you cannot let these hell no. They
But you
let
know
them
what else
come
I
in
think?
home and beat them?
But
Man,
you know
it
what else
hurt.
I think the problem was? You know what else I think the problem was? And this is what happens when you play with Mahomes, because the two tackles that we had last year had to do the same thing. Playing with Mahomes as a tackle, it's not like most quarterbacks. I think the problem was that, and people could talk mess about them, and I get it. There were times when they weren't good, but Taylor and Smith, they had to get used to playing with Mahomes along with the rest of the offensive line, because that's 2 years in a row
I
we've
get
had
you
two
that.
different tackles. So
Yeah, I can agree
remember
with
we had to
that.
deal with the same. Remember we had to deal with the same thing early on in the season last year with the
Yeah.
tackles.
Yeah.
There's no camaraderie there, so it's a learning process. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They,
I
they
think
need to get they need to get that in order as far as getting Mahomes a long term tackle. I don't think Juwan Taylor's going nowhere,
I
so
don't
he's
either.
staying there.
I don't think he
He's not
is.
going nowhere.
I think
And his
Donovan Smith.
contract now, doesn't look as bad because you see what everybody else is getting right now
Oh
at the right
yeah,
tackle position.
definitely. I think Donovan Smith is gone.
I think he's gone, but they got to get a left tackle and
They got to
solidify
get a
that
left tackle, and that
going
and
forward.
I think that they will address that. I will not put it past them to go and get a free agent offensive tackle still to go in front of Wanye Morris until this, because they're going to pick up one in the draft to get
You know,
this
Trent
guy.
Brown is still available.
Yep,
Who?
Trent Brown from the Patriots. You could bring him in for like a 1 or 2 year deal. He's still fairly young. He's like 30.
Yeah, and
You
he
could bring
played.
him in for like 2 years.
Yeah, and he played alongside Tooney.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just
So
saying.
if I remember right, I think he did play alongside Tooney. He was fairly young.
Yeah,
But
he was there.
so that, to me, it makes a big difference, like you said, when you have tackles who understand how their QB plays, right?
Exactly.
They got to get used to him. He's not like normal pocket passers. He's not going to sit in there forever. He's going to take off, and you got to be aware that he may take off and scramble to the side, turn back around, and then find a guy open. Okay, yeah, this is true.
And here's the thing with Taylor and Smith, especially when Smith, after he came back from that injury, he played so much better. Like from then
Well,
on, he
yeah,
played a lot better than he did before that injury.
I
So,
think
and I
his
thought
feet was
Taylor was
still hurting.
solid. I think so too.
I think his feet was still hurting.
Taylor, the
Oh,
thing with the problem with Taylor is he just got to chill on the penalty. So other than that, I think he'll be fine, especially after this year. So
yeah,
Yeah, he know what to expect for playing with Pat
yeah,
Mahomes.
exactly, and
yeah,
still won the Super Bowl. Right?
yeah. I mean, to me, it says it all, right? It's all about what the end of the season looked like. If they came out and they made this kind of progress, I mean, they had probably, and I say this again, I know we're talking about the Chiefs, and to me, I think that they probably had one of the greatest Super Bowl runs we've ever seen. That might be the
Yes,
greatest Super Bowl run we've ever
it's
seen.
better than last year for sure.
Oh,
Like it kills
definitely,
last year's.
definitely. So to me, I think that they're going to make the right moves. Brett Beach is a genius. They have, if nobody else has seen this already, it's news. They converted so much of Patrick Mahomes' roster bonus this year, and that gave them an extra $21 million to, as far as cap space goes. I think they're going to try to use that to either keep Sneed on a long-term deal, or they're going to go ahead and get, they're going to go ahead and get somebody. Man, if
Hey,
you don't cut the shit, I swear
hey,
to
you do
God.
realize, y'all do realize if they trade Snead, that also frees up another 19 million.
Exactly. And that's why I think that they'll do it, because that would still give them money to go out and maybe get another wide receiver.
Listen though, Temple. This is why y'all ain't understanding. Sneed was talking with the Vikings. Was talking with Sneed though too.
Oh my God, here he
Man,
goes.
listen.
I seen
Everybody's
that
talking
too,
with them
but
right
still.
now. Everybody.
What?
I think they was talking to Tennessee too. I think.
US.
And I ain't talking about Bucker. I ain't talking about Justin Bucker. I'm talking about Jefferson.
I swear.
Hey, speaking of Brett Veach, hey man, listen, I know you ain't gonna see this, but hey, if you don't get Braylon Allen in this draft,
Oh my God. Hey.
we're gonna have problems. I want Braylon Allen on this team.
I thought his last name was Miller.
No,
It's
Braylon
Allen.
Allen from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin
Yeah,
running back
Allen.
from he is a beast.
Could you imagine him and Pacheco? Because you're never gonna get a break. They would hate running. They would hate us running the ball. I'm gonna say that right now.
That is for sure.
I want Braylon Allen on this team. I'm not playing. He's only 20.
Yeah. He's like 6 foot.
He's 6'2", 240 pounds, and he runs a 4.4. You're crazy. You know what he remind me of? I'm telling you.
He does remind you of Derrick. He does remind me of Derrick Henry.
He runs like Derrick Henry.
He reminds me of Derrick Henry.
Okay. The Cowboys been looking at him for a reason because they ain't got no running back. I'm telling you. No.
Give you who?
Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen.
We do not need. We got Pacheco. We need somebody that's gonna.
You need another running back.
You need another running back. You need another running back.
Hey,
they're gonna.
That two-headed monster. Nobody can stop that. I'm telling you.
Hey, newsflash. It's plenty of running backs to pick from in this draft. In this free agent.
Not really. No. There's not. Why do you think everybody's picking up running backs in free agency? Because there's not that many in the draft. There really isn't.
Free agency pool, not the draft pool. We can go pick.
That's what I'm saying. There's no running backs in the draft really.
But we can pick up a running back in free agency still. Nobody's looking for.
Who's a running back worth getting in free agency right now?
Yeah, I like to.
They all gone. They're all gone.
Austin Eckler.
He's already gone. He went to the Commanders.
He already got picked up.
He already went to the Commanders.
All the good ones are gone. I just told you. Why you think all the running backs got picked up so quick? Because there's no running backs in the draft, really.
Our offense like that, bro. We got Pacheco. We cool. We just
need another running back.
Hey, listen.
Pacheco runs the way Pacheco's run style. He's not going to last. You need another running back that can come in and still do what Pacheco does.
Hey, he's had 2 surgeries. He's had 2 surgeries in 2 years. Exactly. He's had 2 surgeries in 2 years in the offseason. So you don't want to keep doing that to him. The good thing about it is there are some running backs in the draft that I don't think he goes in the first, second, or third round. I think he's going to wind up being more like a into the third, maybe fourth round pick.
Yeah, because there's too much other talent. The running backs are going to get picked late.
So,
at least in my opinion,
the kid from Wisconsin.
So I don't think he's going to see a running back. I don't think he's going to see a running back at least to the third round.
We go get a true champ, man. We go get a champion, man. Somebody that's going to run the ball hard, catch out that backfield, yaks, yards after catch, a strong.
I think you need to go see this kid.
You need to.
I'm telling you, you need to see this kid out of Wisconsin.
You need to go see the.
I've already seen Blake Corum. I've already watched his film.
He's better than the Wisconsin running back. Yes, he is.
He averages 6 yards a carry and had 1,000 yards every season he's been in the league.
Blake Corum had 100 yards in every game in the playoffs.
Hey, Dorian, listen.
He played at Wisconsin, bro.
This kid he's talking about.
They got a great O-line inWisconsin. The Badgers, always known for their running back.
That's true. That is true. But Dorian, listen. This kid,
no big, bulky, slow running back.
He's
not slow. He's not slow. He's not slow.
4.4.
Hey, he runs a 4.4. Hey, he runs a 4.4. Can he catch?
Yes.
Can he cut?
Yes.
As a matter of fact,
you telling me Derrick Henry?
No, listen. For his size, his footwork is ridiculous. I'm telling you. This is how I look at him. He's Pacheco.
You just said Derrick Henry, bro.
Yeah, he has.
No, his run style is like Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry ain't flashy like that.
He's not flashy.
Is a.
No, listen what I'm saying. Listen.
All right, go ahead.
He's Pacheco, right? But he has better vision and his footwork is better. Here's the problem that I have with Pacheco. Pacheco, he shuffles his feet too much and he doesn't have really great vision. This dude is the complete opposite. That's why I say you need to go watch this film. His footwork and his patience when he's trying to find a hole, I'm telling you.
And
you
Mike,
need to go watch the film. I'm telling you.
Tell him how old he is.
He's 20. He just turned 20.
He just turned 20. That means you could have a young backfield with him and Pacheco. You can alternate them. You remember when the Giants had Thunder and Lightning when they had Tiki Barber and Brandon? You remember that?
Jacob. Yep.
They were a problem. And you could actually have that in Kansas City with him and Pacheco.
Him with that interior line, I'm telling you, bro.
Did they win anything when they had them?
Yeah, but they didn't have no Patrick Mahomes either.
Exactly. We're not looking for a big bruiser out there. We're not looking for a big bruiser.
Why not? Why not?
Pacheco is a bruiser.
Exactly. So what are you talking about?
We want somebody like a Jerry McKinnon. We want a Blake Corum come up in there. Come on.
No.
I can't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not. Listen.
I wouldn't mind him.
Smaller guy, get through there, strong.
You need to watch. Here's my
thing.
But
you know what we suffered at this year. You know what we suffered at this year. You know what we suffered at this year. The red zone. You know what this guy would actually excel at in the red zone. Listen, even as good as Pacheco is, we still struggled in the red zone. You give this guy the ball in the red zone, we're gonna
hold up. We struggled in the red zone because we called plays that had no business being called in the red zone.
I agree.
Of course we did. Of course we did. Hold on. Of course we did.
Give it to Pacheco.
You're right. You're right. But listen. How many times did it happen where we gave Pacheco the ball and he got down to a certain point? He had been there three downs. He got tired. And we brought somebody else in and we didn't run the ball because they didn't trust Clyde Edwards-Helaire down on the goal line or McKinnon down on the goal line, and they decided to throw a pass. Case in point, when we played in the damn game where what's his name, Jet, lost the ball at the goal line trying to turn to go into the end zone.
And guess who we should have gave the ball to?
Yes, but he had already ran the ball like 3 times. He had already.
That's when he ran that ball that long.
That's what I'm saying. He had been running it. But if you give it to a guy who's a big bruiser, give it to him. Let him see what he can do. I guarantee you, them guys they're gonna bounce off of this guy. He's not small. He is not small.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. And this is the thing about Beach. Lately, ever since he got Pacheco, he likes big backs. I don't know if you realize this. That Prince dude that they got last year, he has that same makeup.
And we ain't even talking about him. We ain't even talking about him because he's still in the Chiefs practice on the practice team. So we're not even talking about him. Backs. So we may still just be using him. Say what?
We just take old buddy. That we got with us right now.
Yeah, and I'm saying we could do that. We could do that.
I'm just saying, you need to go watch. You need to go watch that dude.
Corum is nice. Trust me. No, Corum is nice.
I'm telling you, Brandon Allen. No, I like Corum too.
Corum is nice. But if I thought to myself, look, because Pacheco, I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but Pacheco was catching the ball more later on down in the season. He started getting more catches out of the backfield, right? So that helps. And has anybody heard anything about Clyde? We heard anything about Clyde yet?
He ain't coming back.
I'm just saying we haven't heard anything.
Oh yeah, Mike. Why you just trying to throw Clyde under the bus like that?
What you talking about? I like
no,
Clyde.
Mike's a Clyde guy. He's a Clyde guy.
Yeah, I love Clyde. I would love to have him come back.
I'll put
it this way. If we could get, let's say they draft Braylon Allen, right? You got Pacheco. And if you bring Clyde too, because that's your receiving back right there.
Yep.
That 3-headed monster right there. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
I think that
I
they're.
think
That's a hell of a backfield right there.
Say
You said
what?
what?
I think Blake Corum is better than Claude.
Probably.
Yeah.
He can do everything Claude can do. Just I feel like he's a bigger back.
You might be right.
He probably is.
He probably can't do everything better than Clyde can. The one thing that I'll say is when it comes down to that whole situation, it's about how comfortable is Patrick going to be with him. We don't know. Every rookie doesn't come in and do well during their first year. It takes time. But I will say that I trust Beach when it comes to the guys that he's picked. He's taken longer to come around on the offensive side than he has the defensive side.
He gets better every year. Every year.
The defensive side, the defensive side
That's
he
his
has
strength
excelled.
to me as the defensive side.
He has excelled on the defensive side, except for with the as far as with the offense goes, except for the pick of Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes was the greatest pick he's ever made. So and to me, when it comes down to it, huh?
And Tyreek.
He actually didn't pick Tyreek.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there yet. So
John Dorsey got him and Kelsey.
Yeah. So I think he's the greatest pick that he's ever made. But what I want to see is when it comes down to this draft, I want to see do the Chiefs. I mean, we never know. Dorian said, and I think he still believes this. He doesn't think that the Chiefs actually make a move to move up. I don't think they do.
I don't think they will.
Yeah,
I don't think they will because teams they're not going to trade with them.
No,
just like they did last year. Remember, I told you the Giants they tried to trade with the Giants and move up to get Deontay Banks. What did they do? The Giants said no and drafted Deontay Banks.
Hey, ain't that collusion?
Could you imagine him in this Chiefs defense right now?
Oh yeah,
with Sneed and with McDuffie. Oh my God!
Hey, wouldn't you call that collusion though? Wouldn't you call that collusion? Where all these teams don't want to work with the Chiefs, they all do it together. Like, hey, everybody, we ain't working with the Chiefs. Everybody just stay.
They ain't gonna be able. Shit, we got value over there with our team. Shit, got some value still over there. As much as they don't want us to win, shit. Hey, you can't. Hey, they got to do something. They got to. Hey, beat. Shit, if that's the case, why the hell y'all giving up players and giving them to y'all same division? Ravens.
That's what I don't understand. Yeah, the Ravens. I don't know.
How would y'all make the Steelers' defense just that much better?
Yeah, that I just do not understand.
That defense,
and it's in your division.
People sleep, and they just got wrestled. Like I think people are really sleeping on that. He got Pickens. Like he.
Yeah, he's got some weapons though.
He got Najee.
Yeah.
I mean,
they might
make some noise.
Got a tight end over there.
What other receivers they got? Because they just got rid of Johnson.
Austin over there. They got Denzel. They got Mims over there.
I know they got Calvin Austin over there too.
Robinson and Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
So now
Deontay's gone. Deontay's gone.
Yeah, Deontay gone.
And Allen Robinson.
Yeah, so they got weapons, but I can tell you this.
Man,
I'll tell you this. To me, their defense is going to be a fucking problem because you got Hightower, you got Watt, and now you just added Patrick Queen. Man, that is going to be a problem. The Ravens did not do themselves any favor because they're going to have to face that guy.
Then you have man, they defense is solid as hell, man. And then you added a vet quarterback, and it kind of reminds me of, in a way, reminds me of when Ben Roethlisberger was here. But
true, because play action, he's good at play action.
And then Russell Wilson, he actually still could throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold on, let me ask y'all something. Would y'all rather them trade Sneed or get picks for him? I'm kind of 50-50 on it because it's like I love Sneed.
That's a good question.
I would love for us to get more picks, But at the same time, I'm like, damn, Sneed is still one of the best corners in the NFL, bro. Like, our defense is still gonna be solid with
What
him. Like, we pretty much outside of Willie, we ain't losing nothing on defense if we keep Sneed.
I'll let Dorian answer first.
What?
Do you think we should keep him
Would
or
you
should we
rather?
trade him?
Yeah, should we trade him? What you think?
What? Hold on. We rather what?
Trade Sneed? You think we should trade him, or should we keep him?
I mean, I want to
At least on the tag.
But
At least on the tag for now. But I mean,
make sure we get something out of him. We need to get some value out of him.
that's what I'm saying.
We need to get somebody over. I don't care if we traded for some picks and a player. But shit,
I'd be cool with a third and a fifth.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
All right, listen.
A second and a fifth, not a third.
I was gonna say,
not a third.
Yeah. To me,
In a fourth.
Huh?
Give me a second and a fourth.
They're not gonna get a second and a fourth.
And you could get a late.
They're not. The reason why I'm saying that is because he's 27, going to be 28, and they have to pay him. I don't think no team's gonna do it.
I don't know. Dallas has done some stupid shit.
They already got 2 DBs though.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean look. No. Look how they suffered after Diggs left.
They're paying one of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look how they suffered after Diggs got hurt. They suffered.
I mean, that's true.
So
yeah, because Bland is still on a rookie contract.
Exactly. So to me, like I said, Dallas has done some pretty stupid shit. I'm not saying that they are necessarily going to do it, but if there's anybody in the league, if there's anybody in the league, I believe in more to do something that would be detrimental to their team.
I mean, like I said, a second and a fifth, or like a fourth. I mean,
a fifth, but man,
I'm gonna say this.
It's gonna be a high. It's gotta be like a third. It's gotta be like a between a 30 and 40, or like a low 40 pick. It can't be like
we need
nothing like that.
We need a top 50 pick.
Yeah, exactly.
We need a top 50 pick. I'm going to say if we were going to do it, which I don't want to necessarily do it, but, because you never know how a player is going to, he may not accept the deal, right? But if we were going to do it, I'd say a second and a 4th round pick. And I think we could get it. There's teams out there who love Sneed. They think that if you have a shutdown corner, that makes a difference. And I heard this, and it makes all the sense of the world to me, because we did sign Chris Jones to that contract first, right? And to me, the way I look at it is you can get a shutdown corner to shut down the team's best receiver, right? But if you get you a great all-world defensive tackle, you can shut down every wide receiver.
Yeah, because you got to have that pressure. It all starts up front.
It all starts up front. So I think
that's why Jones was the priority.
Now go get Chase Young. I'll take a Chase.
Hey, I will say, I wouldn't mind Chase Young on this defense. Could you him with Spags would draw up some shit for his ass? I'm telling you.
They released Howard.
What?
Who?
Xavier and Howard for the Dolphins. They released him. Bring him over.
Man, they ain't signing him.
Come on.
Beast don't like signing older players. I'm telling you.
Hey.
Shit. He went and got
Listen.
I'll wait.
Listen.
Mike Edwards.
Yeah, but listen. He gave
Mike Edwards is not that old.
He gave him a 1-year deal. And we're probably going to wind up losing him too, if I remember right. I think it was a 1-year deal.
Yeah, Shamari Connor coming.
Who?
Shamari Connor coming. The rookie that we got.
He was the highest. He was the highest rated D. I think he was like the highest rated safety in the entire playoffs.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Look to see what DBs is available free agent wise.
There's a couple of them still out there.
There's a couple out there.
The number one is Sneed, and to me, when it comes down to it, we have a choice to make. Everybody understands that we have a choice to make. We either going to keep Sneed or we're going to trade him. And
You wash your
think.
hands?
What are you doing?
No, this is the bottom of the fire.
Oh my God. Daddy duties.
Nah. Yeah, I know, right?
Go wash your hands. I see you just come out the bathroom.
You still
But
want to wash.
I think we're gonna wind up doing one of those two things. I mean, that's obvious. We have no choice. But if I was a betting man, I'd say we wind up trading Sneed. I think it's
Yeah,
a
I don't think they want to have that much money up. Because
yeah.
Beach is that's like one of Beach's strengths is like that DB side. Like he does a great job when it comes to drafting DBs.
And
So
we have young corners back that are still on that team. That
yeah, on rookie contracts.
yeah. So I think they just.
Man.
You think we're gonna keep
Look,
him?
I love Snead, but
I mean, somebody got to step up. If we get rid of Snead, somebody got to step up. McDuffie spot. He looked like he gonna do a good hell of a job at that spot too.
Yeah, yeah.
All pro. He was all pro.
Man, I'm telling you, man, Justin Jefferson, come on.
God.
If Snead, I'm telling you right now, if Snead is gone, Justin Jefferson coming home.
You know what this is? Know what this is?
High five, yeah.
No.
High five.
This is the amount of times you have mentioned Justin Jefferson in this damn recording tonight.
Hold on, no. I'm gonna tell you what it is, Dad. I'm gonna tell you what it is. If we get Justin Jefferson, that's how many rings they gonna win. The hell? In a row. Could you imagine him on this team?
Not one, not two,
Oh,
not three,
it's Tyreek all over again.
not six, not seven.
Bro. Yeah, Justin Jefferson's only 23, bro.
Nah, we ain't, huh?
He only 23.
Yeah, Justin, they gonna Vikings keep it. They gonna keep it.
Man, that man ain't going nowhere.
Oh.
They gonna pay him $31 million a year.
No nowhere either, yo.
Well, all I can say is if they do it, I will be highly, highly surprised. Highly.
Man, Brett Veach would be the GOAT GM if he pulled that off.
We know he ain't paying a wide receiver that kind of money.
He ain't. That's because he would have kept Tyreek.
Exactly. It's a nice dream,
And
Dorian.
I ain't gonna lie. We won 2 Super Bowls in a row without a top tier receiver. I'm just saying.
Right. You're right. But guess what? Guess who's
Do
getting
they
old?
really need to do that when they could just build through the draft?
I don't know.
Guess who he's been keeping this whole time? Keeping Travis. But he's
I
getting
get that, but that's why I said the
we
draft.
gotta replace somebody. Somebody gotta replace him. You gotta hold
Listen,
something.
but that's obviously, but that's what I'm saying. He's probably gonna want to do it through the draft.
Bring to the Chiefs too. Pat, Justin, ticket sales.
That's not happening.
All right.
That's not happening. That's just not.
Hey.
The league wouldn't allow that. You think the league would allow that?
Shit.
They gonna pull a CP3 with the Lakers. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be like, oh, you trying to trade CP3 to the Lakers? That's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna veto it.
The 49ers grab everybody, let the Eagles get whoever they wanted.
I'm there.
The Eagles got to kill you.
Yeah,
hey, you know who they're gonna draft? They're gonna draft Christian McCaffrey's brother at receiver.
Who?
The Chiefs.
No, I'm through on that.
No, I'm just playing.
I was gonna say that's a reach.
Ain't no
I was just playing.
that ain't no Nakua. Nah, I'm cool on that. Go
Hey,
get
nobody knew about Nakua until it happened. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. You know who everybody was talking about? JSN.
Oh yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, and he didn't. And I'm gonna tell you, nobody thought Rice was gonna do what he did either.
No, which is amazing. Which is amazing because he was the leading. He was the leading receiver in the NCAA that year.
Exactly. Nobody saw those two coming. Everybody was talking about either JSN or Brandon or Flowers.
Look,
just saying.
If Brett Veach pulled his shit off, if he was to pull this shit off to get Justin Jefferson, which, like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if he does this, man, look,
That ain't happening.
they would find some way to make something that the Chiefs did throughout the season. You know, it'd be like the Patriots all over again. Deflategate, Spygate. So they would find something. They would find a way to say they cheating over here. Y'all need to check
That's
into
Kevin
this.
Durant. That's Kevin Durant going to the Warriors.
How is that? That's a receiver. They were saying that.
No, I'm saying the equivalent. I'm just saying it's the equivalent, like as far as talent wise.
You need to win.
Going to a well-oiled machine.
A move in this free agency pool.
I'm all in for the three-peat. I'm all in for the three-peat.
No.
But I can tell
All
you
in.
this. If they were to do that and go all in for the three-peat, right? If they don't win, right, are you going to want to continue to pay Justin Jefferson that kind of money for the next 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, because we still got a chance next year.
But you still got to pay Creed next year. You got to pay Nick Bolton that year. You got
it's not gonna happen.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just don't see it happening.
It's not happening. This is why I brought up the fact that
we got
instead of paying money and with the receivers like these free agents, they could sign anybody all the other areas with free agency and then just get whatever and just get the receivers in the draft because this draft class is loaded at receiver. I'm just saying, you get 2 of them.
But I feel like I like Xavier Worthy, but I like Adonai Mitchell way better. I like Keon.
Hey, look, I put it this way. If they was to get McConkey and Mitchell with Rice,
bro, why you want McConkey?
Bro, do you actually watch the film?
I watched college.
Did you watch the film?
And I didn't never see no McConkey. He talk about Bowers out of Georgia.
No. McConkey he's better than Bowers.
Then why
he's going to get drafted?
What?
He's going to get drafted before Bowers.
Why haven't
what?
Listen, he's going. How much y'all want to bet? I'll bet y'all right now he get drafted before Bowers.
What you trying to do? You want to get a diamond out the rough so bad in the draft?
It's not a diamond out the rough, bro. I'm telling you, he's going to get drafted before Bowers.
White boy from Georgia, the wide receiver.
Yes.
No, brother.
All right.
No.
Hey, when I'm right, I want my flowers.
He's nice. He's nice.
You don't even watch no film of him.
Watch Georgia.
You didn't even know who he was. No, you didn't even realize who he was until
I
told you.
Because he didn't really take.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Hey,
no.
Hold on.
McConkey is nice, bro.
Hey, hold on.
He played Alabama in the SEC championship. I'm gonna go back and see how many plays he made.
Hey,
go look.
Here's my question: are you really saying that he's better than Brock Bowers? Did we lose Mike? I think we lost.
No, he's over here looking at his phone. He probably trying to send me some highlight.
My Wi-Fi's being weird. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know if
bullshit you just said.
I don't know if I'd say Brock Bowers. I mean, if Ladd McConkey is better than Brock Bowers.
All right, watch him get drafted before Bowers.
No, he won't.
But why?
Watch. I'm telling you what.
Do you realize that? Here's my thing. Okay, you do realize that they can put Bowers anywhere on that fucking field.
I wouldn't mind Bowers either, though. I would take Bowers.
Yeah.
That's why I said there's so many options that you could go with. And you don't even necessarily have to go with McConkey. You could go with, like I said, you could go with Bowers. You could go with that tight end from Texas. I can't think of his name. JT Sanders.
From Texas,
I think that's his last name. The tight end.
Jadion Sanders.
He's good too.
Jadavian Sanders.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
He's good too. But that's what I'm saying. You got so many options that you could go with. You could go with Xavier Worthy. You could go with Mitchell. You could go with Brian Thomas. We ain't even mentioned him from LSU.
Malik Neighbors.
He'll be gone in the top 10. Stop. He's not. That's not happening. That's not happening. If Marvin Harrison Jr. went in this draft, he would be the top receiver to go before anybody.
They have a number 6 on there.
Who you talking about?
but he's the slot receiver. They said his size. He's gonna be a slot receiver.
Who?
Are you talking about?
Conti.
Oh,
You talking about Coleman?
Number 6. They got him as ranked 31 on the big board rankings.
Lad
Oh,
McConkey.
Coleman.
With Lab McConkey.
Yeah,
You said 31.
Yeah, ranked 31,
That's
but
about
he
where.
number 6
That's about where
on the
he'll
wide
go.
receiver.
yeah. I mean, they're rating him in the top first round.
Yeah, he'll be gone before the second round, or but by the end of the second round is what I mean.
So you think he'll be gone before Bowers will be in the first round?
Do you think Bowers gonna get drafted in the first round?
I think he
I'm
possibly
thinking
does.
second round. They could both get drafted in the second round, to be honest with you.
That's true. They could.
That's what I'm saying. This
But
draft is loaded. I don't think people realize this draft, offensive line, wide receivers, and there's some defensive tackles, quarterbacks.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
he's not going before
People
Bowers.
gonna fall.
He's not going before Bowers, bro.
I think it has like I said before, I think it's about need. And I think there's a couple of teams out here who need a tight end.
Who needs a tight end? Who needs a tight end that so much in the first round?
Well, I mean, Cincinnati will need one. We actually do need one.
But they're not drafting a tight end in the first round.
We're not going to get one because we just got Ertz.
We're not getting a tight end. It'll be an offensive lineman or a receiver.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, but we do need one.
Especially since they already got 3 tight ends now.
Yeah. There's a couple of teams that are going to need a tight end. A tight end is a quarterback's best friend. It's just, it all depends on where he goes. I mean, hell, you send him, he can go anywhere. He'd be a starter anywhere he went. Not probably right away, but within the first 8 games, that guy might be the starter. He's that kind of talented fucking corner.
Y'all be mistaken what I be saying. Brock Bowers he's cold, bro. I'm not saying.
Yeah,
bro,
he is.
McConkey is not
he's
going.
Cold.
Bro. He's
Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if he does.
He's.
McConkey is one of the best route runners in this draft. I'm telling you. And he scored. Did you see his score? He's ranked 250. He's ranked 250 out of the 3,300 receivers that came out of NCAA as his athletic score, whatever that is. I can't think of the name.
Athletic matrix.
It's like a 9.27 or something like that.
He's quick.
Damn,
yeah, he's quick.
He scored a what?
4.3. A 9.27. Go look it up.
No shit.
Yeah, y'all think I'm playing. He's quick. He's fast. That's what I said. He's like a faster. People be talking about he's like a Julian Edelman, but quick, but faster. That's literally what he is. He's got top end speed. He can take the. I'm telling you, y'all go watch some film. Y'all think I'm playing?
I'm about to go watch the film on him right now.
Go do it. I'm telling you, the dude is nice.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end this session of our NFL free agency blitz. Like I said, this is going to be airing before all the free agency is done. We'll actually after it, and it's we still got other guys that are still up that we haven't talked about yet. So when those things happen, we'll go back over NFL free agency, where guys went, and we'll talk some more about the NFL draft and where we think guys are going to wind up going. And with that being said, keep in mind that the draft is not that far away. We got maybe a little bit over a month, just a little bit over a month until the draft is here.
It'll be here before we know it.
And that number 1 pick that Chicago has is still sitting there. So, but
what y'all think they're gonna do?
That's the thing. Nobody knows really. There's not a big market for Fields right now.
Nobody wants Justin.
So we don't know yet. So, but we want to thank everybody that came and watched. We're just going back and forth with, what we think is going to happen. What we thought, and with the next episode that we do, we'll probably talk about what we give as far as grades for each team with their free agency or the movements that they made right up until the draft. Draft is going to be a big deal for us. We're going to try to go over, a lot of the team's picks and what they might possibly do. So we think that the Chiefs they've got some work to do. They're going to have to figure out who it is they want, who the number one pick is going to be. Is it going to be an offensive tackle? Is it going to be a wide receiver at that 32 position? Are the Chiefs going to move up? Well, I think they won't. You guys said the same thing. You don't think they will. So we want everybody to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Tell us what you think. If you have a question, leave it in the comments. Matter of fact, I want to ask you guys a question. If you guys are watching this and you have a question, here's my question to you too. If your team, it may not be the Chiefs, whoever it is, if your team is right now busy in free agency, did they do enough for you to make you think that they have made some moves to try to get up into that Super Bowl position, to position themselves well? Have they done enough for you to move up in that spot to where you think they can make a run at the Super Bowl? If they haven't, say no. Tell me who your team is. I want to know who your team is. If it's the Chiefs, okay. We all pretty much think that the Chiefs have made pretty much enough moves. I think the Chiefs still are going to get a wide receiver in the draft. They might possibly get one in free agency. Curtis Samuel's still out there. But if your team didn't do enough, if they didn't do enough, and you think they didn't do enough, leave the comment in there. Tell us, hey, my team didn't do shit. If you think they did more than enough, or you think they made some great moves, tell us what you think they did good and how you think they can do even better with the draft coming up. Like and subscribe. Hit that button. We want to get more people in here to be a part of the community. And if you think, hey, this is a great channel, I like to hear more from these guys, their opinion, hey, we want to hear from you too. So we want to get everybody involved. Guys, I appreciate y'all being on today. We're going to do this again real soon. I like the thing where we have the 3 videos and people, I get to hear all the kids in the background yelling over there at Dorian's house.
Crazy.
Kids not washing their hands. Dorian's playing, telling everybody, go in there and wash your hands. Yeah, exactly. Smack them on that wrist. But I like this. Yeah, exactly. But I like this. We're going to have to do this again. And then, once we figure out all the bugs and everything, we can do this. We can do this live. I told Mike, I said, we need to get Ruffin on here. We need to get Ruffin on.
Man, get him on here, man. Get him on here, man.
I still want to ask. I still got some questions about that.
To do.
Yeah, I still got some questions about that shit. That whole that last time when we did about LeBron and Kobe and how he's like he almost had this, and you said,
"Oh man, he ain't gonna." Hey, this guys, they get on there, they get to talking about, they can text stuff. But when you talk to them in person, they don't have any. They're not talking about none of the stuff they were talking about in that text because hey, you don't got time to Google shit. You ain't got time to go come back and try to tell me what the. Nah, sit your ass down. Talk about it.
They hate when Dorian bring me to the group chat because I be coming with straight facts.
All I can tell you is I've heard everything now. Now I've heard that. And this is the new one. I know everybody's talking about. We done with the '90s. I'm so tired of this shit. I'm like,
but you know what's crazy, Dad? I was watching this thing, and it was like basketball is the only sport where these younger dudes are disrespecting the greats before them. You don't see it with football. You don't see it with baseball. You don't see it with golf. You don't see it with soccer. You don't see it with hockey. Basketball is the only one that doesn't. It's because of the whole Jordan and LeBron debate.
I'm gonna leave that discussion for another time, but I think we should once we go live, Dorian, we're gonna have to get them guys in on the link so we can laugh at them.
Yeah, man. Got to.
Oh, God.
I don't know
Hey,
what he doing.
Dorian got busy with hustle.
Man, no, I'm about to. My phone about to die.
All right, well, we're getting off here anyway, but yeah, like I said, we'll chop it up again. Everybody, like and subscribe, hit that button. Let us know what you think, and we
Hello.
out of here.